dip. Probably the stock is also nosediving at the moment. We'll pay attention to this later. But Ashmit, another important development from the courtrooms today is that the Supreme Court is miffed at the delays by the centre over approving the names recommended by the Collegium of Judges and has issued a notice to the Law Secchi seeking an explanation as to the reasons behind this particular delay. Tell us more about this particular conflict and friction.
Well, to begin with, important to point out that these orders and the observation that came out from the second senior-most judge in the Supreme Court, the senior-most judge after the Chief Justice, Justice Kaul. Justice Kaul has taken very serious objection to the centre essentially sitting on names that are sent by the Supreme Court Collegium for elevation to the High Court or to the Supreme Court. In fact, as a part of its order, the Supreme Court said that as many as 11 names that were suggested by the Collegium are currently pending with the centre. In fact, one of those names was sent way back in September of 2021, and yet no decision has been taken. The Supreme Court expressed its frustration that once a decision has been sent, it is imperative for the centre to take a time-bound decision. In fact, the Supreme Court pointed out in its order that a number of times, despite the Supreme Court clarifying that a time-bound decision needs to be taken, the centre continues to be in breach in many occasions. On very many occasions, the Supreme Court, in fact, said as a part of its order, the centre did not satisfy to any reservations that it may have. So towards that end, a notice being issued to the Law Secretary and answers being sought from the centre on reasons for delay.
All right, Ashmit, thanks a lot for getting us all of the details on both of these stories. The Ipca Lab stock is up on your screen and it has just completely fallen off after the numbers came through. The net profit is down over 40%. Revenue growth is very tepid, just around 3.5%, and margins have contracted sharply to around 16% from the over 20 that we had earlier. So that's the stock on your screen. Alchem Labs also posting earnings. Net profit at 330 crores. This is versus the estimates that we had of 372 crores. So there's been a little bit of a miss on that front as well. We will get more numbers for you from Alchem. The revenue has come in at 3,080 crores. This is slightly above the poll that we were working with. So we'll get back to that in just a bit. But for now, we have to get into a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about China relaxing its stringent COVID curbs despite a record number of cases. So more on that story when we come back.